Alright, we're gonna start part 2 of the Fontaine Archon quest. Dub. We just saved Lenny and Lynette's ass. Alright, shout at us.
I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up.
What's up, Geo
I
Taylor
hope the
Swift?
food here will be to your taste.
People in Fontaine sure know
That's
how
a
to
big
enjoy
bowl
life.
of soup.
Why, of course.
Got some garlic bread
Go
over
ahead,
here.
Try whatever
This
you
looks
like.
good.
If
I
the
don't know
food's
what this
good,
is,
I'll
but this
make
is
a
what I'm
group
going for.
reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon
Where's
now that
Blade?
this has all happened?
Well, we know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really after.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed
Felt.
that a person could be dissolved like that.
Right? Yet
Yum.
it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation
Nobody ate the fish
could
and
never
chips
really
though,
move
bro?
forward
Come on.
before. I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
Yeah, we've heard that she's super popular here in Fontaine, and that it'll be tough getting any of her time.
Well, would you consider some more
Questionable legality.
unique ways? Perhaps
I
even
like
methods
it.
of, let's say, questionable legality?
Guess that's Spina
I'm
di
for it.
Rosula's boss for you.
Let's go.
Chock full of sketchy ideas. Well,
Yep.
what did you have in mind?
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to
W?
abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak
Not
to
the
her after the
climax.
performance. I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play. Don't you think?
That's a great idea.
Could you suggest something
Bro,
a
that's
little
so
more
practical.
Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed.
All
Then
right.
wake her up in the dead of night and demand
This
answers.
is not practical.
Don't let her go back to sleep until she answers all your questions.
That's kind of
I can
toxic.
personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy,
Oh
I'll
my
do
God.
anything as long as I can finally get some
Bro.
that might work, but that's not really the problem.
Yeah, let's not
The
get
problem
arrested.
is we don't want to get ourselves arrested.
First one's a better
Ah.
idea.
sleep. Valid point. I overlooked that part.
Thing is so creepy.
Paimon,
You can't
did you
see
drink
it.
my Fanta?
Was this your drink?
Not the Fanta.
Sorry about that. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kind of salty and icky. Thanks for the treat, Navia.
Yummy yum. Except you guys wasted the fish and chips.
In any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see you again, partner.
I feel like we'll definitely solve this case before we leave, or at least help almost solve it.
There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last one.
Vache? Vache.
Not Vache.
Why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water. Huh? Hang on. Paimon can kind of hear a voice. It's calling for Vache, right? Hey, traveler,
Don't pass out.
stop walking. Come on, wake up.
Oceanid, I knew it.
Vache, are you my dear Vache? No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Do you know where my love is? Wait. Who am I? I'm very sorry. I fear I do not know.
I don't know who you are.
My memories feel like they have been washed away
Oh
like a
god,
flood.
not the prophecy.
So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered.
Depressing.
How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I since forgotten?
Wait, what if she's one of the girls that have been dissolved?
Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I am but the consciousness of one who is lost, therefore. I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light
Oh
blue
my
water,
god, bro.
and then all grew dim.
What did I just say?
I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vacher would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me. And I also loved him equally as
That's
much.
f***ed.
But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such parting.
That's depressing.
I never knew how heavy it could be. No, our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters.
She supposed to forget him? Or
If you
him
meet
to forget
Vacher,
her?
tell him not to look for me.
What
Tell him to move
The...
on. That is the only thing I still remember. If only I could have comforted him. Told him that I did not suffer.
So, is every single Oceanid a person?
I had felt a great warmth.
That, or was a person?
Is that what you call it? Dissolving. If anything, I consider it a form of release. It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless
Weird.
peace, like the water's still surface. I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think. Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see
Vacher.
Vacher, tell
Vacher.
him not to seek me out any longer.
Alright, ma'am. You got it.
Wake up! Come on, hurry!
What the f?
Navia's outnumbered!
What the f is going on? Okay, bro. Okay. Let's go, Taylor Swift. Bro, she's popping off. Holy shit, she's got the jumps.
Demoiselle, look out!
Hello?
Dear
What
God,
the f is going
it's a whole
on?
army of Gardamex.
Oh, this bitch.
Chlorand?
Her. She's going down. Oh wait, she's helping us? She's still going down. I don't care. Let's go, Mikasa! Oh wait, okay. They're all going down.
Now's our chance!
All I need is one Kazuha suck plunge dip thing. Holy shit. Oh wait, she's kinda quick with it, no? Okay. Oh shit, wait, she's kind of a badass. Let's go, Florin. Not the Dendro bullets. Oh! Let's go, Taylor Swift! Oh shit. Bro. What a dynamic duo. And I don't even think they like each other. Wait, so Geo Sword confirmed? Question mark? Okay, wait, her shirt is busting at the seams, bro. Her shirt is busting.
Thank you for lending us your sword there, Chlorand. But before I do so,
That was fucking
explain how
sick.
you managed to show up here.
I followed you.
Literally busting at the
It seemed to me that
seams.
danger has followed you more closely as of late. Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust.
Aw.
He would do the same were he alive today.
Do not
W cutscene.
speak
So fucking
my
random.
father.
Oh, whoops.
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Get wrecked, Blady.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech.
I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful.
Very powerful.
Your
indeed.
performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. And what about these
Okay,
Gardamex?
so who's her dad?
I
Question mark?
thought only those associated with the Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law. I can only conclude
It's gotta be
that
the
some
Fatui behind it, bro.
powerful or
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light.
Oh, it was her
That's
dad's wish.
my father's true last wish.
W Taylor Swift.
Regardless, Thank you for your help today, Clarant.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon.
Good
So I
day,
shall
y'all.
stop following you. Good day, all.
Bye, Mikasa.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
Of course.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account
what a
of
bunch of
her
shrimps.
goodwill
Gotta
long
love it.
ago.
All right, you two. That's enough. After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought
water.
of what you said. That the Fonta tasted kind of salty and icky.
Bro.
Fonta only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from
Bro.
the primordial sea?
Yes. So if you hadn't drunk that cup for me...
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving
W.
the boss.
Whoever did this left no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger, and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Linny in court and help clear his name.
Did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
Well, it can't be a coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. She said that she heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too, but it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater
Yes.
thing?
Well, let's hear it, shall we? Oh, that is important.
Vache.
Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately.
Time to go look for
Since
Vache.
he saw... This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate. Oh, you mean you'll help
Now
us
we want to
investigate?
help. Of course.
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count.
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula,
Big
after
smiles.
all.
Even though my cam's blocking it.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we?
What's up, bro?
So, this is your base?
Hell yeah.
Quite what Paimon imagined.
Your accommodations
Gotta keep
have
him
been
guessing.
arranged.
Your father, he was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right?
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
No. I'll explain it myself.
Explain, explain,
I suppose
explain.
I couldn't run from this topic forever.
I want to
And
know.
As partners, this is something I hope they can understand. My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets. 3 years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial.
Sadgers.
He died in the duelist's ring.
Oh no.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. Strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender,
Welp.
determined to die in the arena. 3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that. If anything, he gave up his chance to defend
Interesting.
himself. The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know
Probably.
something. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even
Damn.
hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me.
Uh-oh.
And now, here I am investigating his death.
There is one
You didn't even
other
know him,
thing.
Paimon.
Master Callus's
Yeah, I
opponent
figured it
in
was
the
her.
duel was Ms. Clorand. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't worry, Navia.
Respectable.
Paimon knows how you feel.
That was like 3 years ago, yeah?
Force yourself to do that.
Afterward, Miss Cloran told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vache.
Vache.
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been
Oh,
wiped from
shit.
existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere. I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle.
Kinda sus.
There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Navia.
You do
A
to the
place where
judge?
detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Oceanid you met is one of
Oceanid,
the young
what?
women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
Oceanid. Can we
So
not?
Nervalette means
It's
that's
still
the hard-working
Oceanid to me.
Chief Justice for you. In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we?
Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
W. I see where homeboy works. Let me see him, let me see him, let me see him, let me see him.
Halt! Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters.
Really though?
This place does look pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves that Nervalette's files are really secure.
I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions. If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike some,
Sassy.
we're busy. So please leave if you don't have a
You
reason
do look
to
super
be here.
busy, honestly.
Shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great magician Linny.
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys.
Of
It's all coming back
course.
to me now.
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
Of course.
Lol.
Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
All right then, I'll let you through. The Chief Justice is
Dub,
just
dub, dub,
inside.
dub, dub.
Ah, thanks so much.
Let me see, knock, knock, knock.
Please come in.
Yes, sir. Ah, this is his room. His office. Let's go. Shinzo Sasagyo. Look at him. So handsome and elegant. Oh my gosh.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalette.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to
So
you.
So
kind.
you're not mad
Literally
at us?
doesn't care.
We're looking for a man called Vache. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
What a gentleman. Oh my goodness. So spiffy, bro. Ugh, love the braid, bro. I just love him. Ah! Fangirling.
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vache has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past several years. There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
All right then. Thank you so much, Monsieur Neuvillette. We'll take our leave now.
Ahem.
Until next time. Ah, it's so freaking beautiful.
Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man.
Aww.
We deeply regret his passing.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette?
So sweet.
Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion
Whoa.
behind your words.
Don't be mean.
You only said those things because you felt like you should. It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead. In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear. If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel?
Oh, she's
Why
crying.
didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all? Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest
Sadgers.
effort could have changed everything. There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone. It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything. Oh well. In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Sassy. He just wanted to console her a little bit. The dude weeps all day, every day, bro. He definitely cares.
Navia, are you okay?
I'm fine. Rain.
He's crying now.
It's raining.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't
Look
be
what she
any
did to
active
him.
trials today.
Look what she did.
How strange.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
Because he was crying. You can't tell me it was in a lose-lose situation. The bro literally... The judge cares, alright? It rains when the dragon is weeping, okay? He cares. He is upset.
What is it? Did you think of something?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene? Oh? Wait. You don't mean...
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water and then got washed away with the rain? Yeah. And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. You're completely right. How did I not connect the dots earlier? All right, let's go to Poisson. With this new
Poisson.
lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case.
Bro,
for
she
sure.
wants to crack all these freaking cases at once. One at a time, bro. One at a time. I don't know. The judge means well through and through. I don't think there's any way around it.
Whoa.
She snapped for no
What a
reason.
huge ship. Why
But I
would
also
a
get
ship
it.
be anchored in a
She's
place like this?
flustered.
There's no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters. Melus, we're back!
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partners.
You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea? You still remember, right, Melus? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's.
Many years ago, something called synth began to gain
Synth.
popularity in Poisson. At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
Wait.
Sounds kind of good if you ask me.
That guy who turned into water also mentioned that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea. If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield. Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, My father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. Finally, he was able to convince someone to become his informant. The man's name was Jacques.
Jacques.
He felt greatly ashamed about his work after seeing many families destroyed by synth abuse. That night, my father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food. But then, we heard 2 gunshots
Not the
from the courtyard.
gunshots.
We raced to the scene and found my father,
Florence.
still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
Huh? How did that happen? Aren't they on
That's
the
his
same
best
side?
friend that died, yeah?
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of clothing left at the scene.
Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet. But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful
Solve your
for his
problems so
past
you can
actions.
talk to the Hydro-Archon.
It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with 0 warning. I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth. On that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as your and your father's butler, I must still offer a word
Good guy,
of warning.
Mose.
Our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace, and we have been allowed to live out our lives. There is no need to follow your father's path. It would be both
How's this place not
wise
get
and
flooded?
in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself. Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the
To
dark.
keep you safe, woman.
What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And Spina di Rosula is barely getting by. Nothing has changed.
Sadgers.
Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly? I've never accepted that. Ever. Not since that
You go,
day,
Queen.
and certainly not now.
Even though you
I
popped
want
off
to
on
find
my
out
judge,
the real
so...
answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly,
Of course I'm
demoiselle,
reliable.
I think you're also ready to take this
Most
on.
reliable person in Tavot.
So you do know something else, Maloose.
Yes, I do.
Of course you do.
In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearances case. But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
What?
Well,
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare
not the
illness.
5 years left to
The
live.
doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left to live.
Guess you can't blame
And
him
the
for him to
serial
die then.
disappearances case caused him great anxiety.
So maybe the judge do that?
5 years was
He was
nowhere
sick?
near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you. Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and even told some members of Spina de Rosula about the details. But as long as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Right. So nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
But they started to.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to
They
me.
tried to.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful was still far preferable than
True.
losing face in front of his daughter.
So he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a
the
sword.
sword.
If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure...
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight?
Nope.
No.
Never works
He
like
might have
that.
set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now? Yeah. I suppose that's true. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
It's the location where synth is produced. Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters. When he was threatening the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But
Let's
if
go.
you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Let's storm them.
If we know where the place is, can't we
Yeah,
just
let's
storm
go.
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and
It's just a
dangerous
Patooey.
organization that's been in operation for decades. There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war.
W.
The worst
Let's
case
do
would
it.
be that we leave
We're going down.
empty-handed, but also open
Down.
ourselves up to full retaliation.
Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different
Yeah.
now.
No, go apologize to
It
the
should
judge.
be a lot easier
Tell him you're
to
sorry
prove the
for
other
snapping.
side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake.
W.
But
Malus.
considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting for the right time to come.
Thank you for all of that, Malus.
It was not a sincere
Have you
apology,
discovered
alright,
anything
Kai?
more
I
in
don't
the
want
past
to
few
hear that.
years?
Let
It
me
was,
think.
I'm sorry but not really sorry type
One
of
conclusion
apology.
I came
Trust,
to
I know
was
how
that
they
the
are.
enemy must
That was
be
it.
quite familiar with Spina. When I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to
Three people?
The first is Florent, Spina de Rosula's senior advisor.
Florent.
Huh? Florent?
Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Uncle Marcel.
Uncle Marcel.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man
Not
responsible
Terry.
for coordinating information between Spina de Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities we have to report
it
to
in
the
reverse,
local
Tara.
authorities. Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
It's always f***ing
I
Terry.
see. It's almost too hard to believe.
Please take every precaution to not alert the quarry.
I hope we can work together to uncover the truth and end this case once and for all.
Case after mother case.
Ah, Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans can dissolve in water?
Yes, I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what you're investigating now?
Exactly. I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act.
The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past. But rest assured, Navia,
Poisson.
will always remain a safe haven for you.
I love that
If you're
word.
scared, you can always return there. If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, The Confrérie of Cabriere will use its funds to the last Mora to bring them to justice.
Rich.
Thank you, Uncle Marcel.
The Confrérie was responsible for that banquet, so I was out and about the whole time making sure things were running smoothly. I didn't even have the time to drink with the guests. Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
Oh, it's okay. No need to push yourself. We'll ask around some more.
Suspicious
See if there are
indeed.
any valuable clues elsewhere.
Sounds good. Just let me know if you ever need Mora. All my wealth comes from Callus's patronage and support. I'll spend however much it takes to clear his name.
So, not only does he have the Mora, but he was out and about while the gunshots went off, so he could have been there and then dipped. You know what I'm saying? He's the #1 suspect for right this second.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
I suppose that's to be expected, though. If a single conversation's all that's needed to find them out, then my father wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many years. Who among the 3 suspects would have the ability
Your
to
frickin'
control
uncle?
privately owned Gardamex? Uncle Marcel? My father did really trust him. And they worked together on a large number of projects. Maybe that's how he got to know Jacques. And with funds from the Confrérie, he could also afford a large number of Gardamex. It's still really hard for me to imagine, though. After all, Uncle Marcel has been around since I was just a child.
I don't know, I just think it's him, bro.
You know, if you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all. Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel.
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
Yes, Malus did say that charging straight in there would be extremely risky. We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go charging in on our enemy.
Nope. Run
Navia,
him.
here you
Run him
are.
down.
I've been looking for you.
Huh? Aren't
I
you
was
the guy
wondering
from
if the
the
guard
guards?
down there was him.
Did something happen?
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after you left. We've got another trial on our hands.
Another trial?
Said the person they're putting on trial is
Oh,
a Fatui
shit.
harbinger called Tartaglia.
It's not Tartaglia.
Is that someone you know?
Yeah, we know him.
He's been accused of being the true culprit behind the serial
Bro, not
disappearances
him.
case. It's absurd, don't you think?
Wipe that smug little smirk off your face, bit.
Wait, how? None of our investigations have had anything to do with him.
If the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned investigations.
Right, because they'll think they've already found the culprit.
Yeah. And it'll be a lot harder then to clear Mr. Callus's name.
I understand. Well, partner, what do you think we should do?
Well, you gotta go and save him.
All right then, let's do this. I'll stall them at the Opera House and charge Marcel as the true culprit. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence.
Mademoiselle, please allow us to accompany
Welcome
you.
back, Blady.
I'm ready.
Let's make haste for Irenaeus. Paimon, Traveler, I'll see you at the Opera House.
Found it. Huh.
I thought Paimon couldn't
So
come down here.
this is the entrance that leads to the synth production base.
She's like, I
Navia's
can't go
probably
underwater.
arguing up a storm right now to stall for us.
Opera, please.
It would appear that I must repeat
There's
my
my
question
judge.
again, Mr. Tartaglia.
Mr. Tartaglia.
Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
It's like, no.
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system. I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear their name. As long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight
This
with
f***ing
champion duelist
numbnut.
Clorent, right? I've got to admit, that's one of the most enticing offers I've ever received. When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back.
Pussy.
Real disappointing.
Hey, don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case. This isn't the place for you to be looking
Yeah, it
for
is.
fights.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me
Oh
on the ways
shit,
of the Opera
bro.
House.
He's a brat.
Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle.
Bro, she was not expecting that.
That's not what I meant.
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly. The goal of this trial is to determine the culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
That case had nothing to do with him. You've got the wrong man.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. I only tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections.
I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default, correct?
Oh, a young lady has charged in and offered to clear
He's
my
like, I can't battle.
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted. Who is the person you would like to charge instead?
That person is...
I hate this part. Ah.
Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Huh? Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
She's pumped. She's like, let's
Please
go.
let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter. And if the charge fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation.
W.
Knowing this, do you still wish to charge this man?
Yes, I do.
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places.
Let's
on the court.
go. We got a fucking court system going on here.
Members of the guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial.
After some time, a shocked and confused Marcel is brought to the stands.
Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
I still haven't figured out what's going on. I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
I mean, it's either him or Child, so we'll send him because Child's more useful, right?
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago, to the case of Callus the Unfaithful.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father?
I think there's no point in getting into these.
Shut your mouth.
Right
Let the
now.
adults talk.
I must refresh everyone's memory about that case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage.
So
on the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a
Florent.
countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabrières. During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance, Jacques, lay dead from a gunshot wound. The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life. The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel. Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clarand in the ensuing duel, and soon succumbed to the injuries. These are the known facts about the case.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason to pull the trigger. In truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father seized the gun from him. After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all traces of him from the scene. Thank you for the summary, Your Honor. Of course, the guard's conclusion appeared quite sensible to us at the time. However, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the primordial sea.
Time for me to fail. That would
This
go there.
assassin first shot Jacques, then turned to shoot Callus. A pile of clothing was found at the scene. The guards once believed they were used by Jacques as a costume to disguise himself. But now, it is clear that the clothes were proof that there was a third person at the scene. The testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he... However, in the end, he reconsidered, and instead shared everything with Callus. Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques' murder. This is the true version of events.
Why does this look like Dane, though?
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot each other after all.
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime. You should provide a rebuttal if you wish to prove your innocence.
Ah, but I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Then, may I ask some questions? Do you have the evidence to back up your claims?
I'm afraid not. At least not at this very moment.
Boo! If you don't have any evidence, you should just go home.
This girl's
I
funny.
may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it.
Knowing she'd
If we
get
look
wrecked
up
if
the
she was up
deserted
there.
clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time.
There is literally Twitter. Literally. This is just Twitter.
Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be a reasonable investigative direction.
Why do I feel like Farina's acting a little differently today?
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself again?
You tell him, Blade.
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the last trial.
Which is good.
My
Childish.
second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is indeed as you described, then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court?
He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving power
We
of
do
water
like
from the
the
primordial sea
ARCHON.
is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearances case. My father could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected as the next target of the serial disappearances case.
What?
If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina
Oh,
right
snap.
there and then. Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice, Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to exist.
You tell him, Taylor
But by
Swift.
staying silent, we retain the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I will do what this opera house cannot, and restore my father's truth and honor back to him.
Let's go.
You mean to say, your father intended to die in the duelist's ring?
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent, Clarand.
Oh, snap. She's like, ah, bro, her shirt is just about the... It's literally about the bust. They didn't have to do that. I'm sorry. I can't not point it out, though. It's just there. Anyways, moving on.
I don't need your apology, your guilt,
Ask her.
or your support from the shadows.
She'll tell you
You
the
don't
truth.
have to do
Hopefully.
anything for my sake. But since he entrusted his will to you, Clarand, you should tell us the truth about his sacrifice.
Eula's thighs? No shit.
So, during the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die?
Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion
shit.
duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Let's go.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
We love character development.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case.
In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and Callus. As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots. And, at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous. But even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present at both events? On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
Know what she can say to that.
Valid points.
Ah, well. Let Uncle Marcel teach
shit.
you another lesson. Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning is?
Okay.
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyways.
It's timing again. I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain. In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to Poisson
Of course he's
and
from
work in some
Snez.
trade. But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
I do apologize, demoiselle. This was my mistake.
Come on, bro. I thought we were on the same team. How are you not going to tell us this very important detail before I go accusing people?
No, it's not your fault.
Shut up. It is
I'm
his
sure
fault.
He had come prepared.
Yeah. If he's so prepared, that's kind of sus too. Like, how does he know? You know? How'd you come prepared, bro?
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you
We need
like
Traveler to
check the
hurry
date of my
up.
first business license against the first known case of the serial disappearances? Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings and to stop rushing headlong into things, you'd have met most of his expectations.
This guy is snappy, but he's also got a point. She snapped at my judge like that for no reason when he weeps daily for people. So, where do I side?
This isn't just about me, and it never has been. The people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, and the people who suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are flashing before my eyes. Whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vacher?
Huh.
Oh, so you do know that name.
Oh my god, bro. That got me.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
That sent me.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Oh, this is getting good. Of course we gotta go back to the Traveler now when things are getting heated.
After all that, we finally made it to the innermost sanctum. Why are all these cute things
Use your brain,
labeled
Paimon.
with different girls' names? Huh? You mean the girls from the serial disappearances? They were brought here, and then they were turned into water. And all the boxes of things, these names. That means there's so much synth here.
Looks like Komodo's
So many
little
bottles of
torrent
ingredients
pop-out
that
stuff.
probably just contained the waters of the primordial sea. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female specimens 22, 23, and 24 were dissolved. Sorry,
Monka.
Traveler.
Pussy.
So that's why you did all of these experiments.
Vacher was trying to save the girl in the ocean we talked to. It's Marcel Vacher.
Wait, did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane! Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? You mean Vacher is the one who did all of these... experiments? So that's it! Vacher was no victim, but personally took his lover and... No, that's not it either! If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water? This is where they make all the synth! And that special water is the main ingredient! If you dilute it with normal
Primordial
water,
soup.
you'll get synth!
It does
but
look pretty
the pure
though.
stuff can dissolve a human! Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an investigation report on him! Yep! It's about finding someone to assassinate Jacques and Callus because of a lack of confidence that Jacques himself would go through with it! This should prove the existence of the third person, right? Vignier. Isn't that Vache's lover's name? Then you found her diary.
Oh shit, not the diary.
Let's see. Aw, it's just a normal diary chronicling their love story.
Is Marcel gonna be one of the baby names?
The final name she decided on was Marcel.
Oh! I got it! Ah!
Wait, but
I f***ing knew it!
Has this case been going on for so long that he's Vache and Vignier's grown son?
Is he their son? Oh my goodness. I'm taking his ass down! He's gonna die. He's gonna die! Okay, maybe not die. He's going to jail! Something. I don't give a f***. He's going down though. Ah, we're back! Alright, where's the scornful chick at? We got some news for you, bitch.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of
Relax.
this court?
I know you're happy to see me.
It's all right, Monsieur Neuvillette.
But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vache.
You know shit's serious when she starts talking. Or he, if you have either. Love it.
We've investigated your lair and we already know everything. After your lover, Vignier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you. You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vache.
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went
Oh
wrong?
shit!
You
What?
fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you. So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this?
Guilty! Put him in the cuffs! Where's Wristlayer at?
Pay attention to you? What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me.
He's upset.
They said there's no way
Clearly
a human
distressed.
being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vignier's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well, now you
Poor
know,
man.
don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever. You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice, your beloved drama, while turning a
Kinda
blind
cooking.
eye to the suffering of the people.
Kinda cooking.
Vignier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will
You know what you gotta do? You gotta pour the little primordial water on him under the fountain, because that's where we saw her. GG easy.
But I'm not from this blasted place, so I can't be solved.
You're right.
No matter what I do.
Hey,
Oh, he's about to go f***ing crazy with that synthetic water, yeah? Oh shit.
I can't dissolve. Can't dissolve. Can't dissolve. Do you all see? I can't go. I can't follow. So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back? I did all of that. And in the end, that accursed Callus still got the better of me.
You suck,
I
bitch.
spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
Crazy.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain
Wristlayer.
him.
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me! I still need to save Vignier. A promise. We made a promise. Vignier. Please, then yeah. Don't think badly of
Kind of sad how delusional he
All I want
is.
to do is fulfill our promise.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
Battle boner gone.
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that,
Oh god.
I'm actually feeling pretty good.
He's gonna do some shit.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case. The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vignier. During an underwater expedition, Vignier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a result.
I would totally make someone go crazy.
Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vignier back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. After exchanging blows with Spina de Rasula for many years, Vacher
I just want to say, he might have the best eyes in Genshin Impact. No one will ever tell me otherwise. Alright, let's go.
Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just recently, Vacher attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court.
Love the music.
Thus concludes the
My judge is so
enigmatic
smart.
history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all.
To all. What is that kid doing here?
The Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges
I
against
swear to
Mr.
God, if this
Vacher.
thing says he's not guilty, we're gonna have some beef. Yeah, put your fucking warp in and tell him he's guilty.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Vacher is guilty.
Let's go! You're going down, bitch.
Guards, take Vacher away.
W.
It's what he deserves.
That's right.
Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a
You're
polite
welcome,
and
people.
well-spoken guy?
We helped Navia bring the bad guy to justice!
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now.
Not the funeral
knowing
music.
justice has been served.
Yeah,
Who's getting their ass beat?
yeah. It's finally over. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well with me at the helm.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served,
Oh, no.
past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending.
Don't do it.
Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide.
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
Ugh, what now? None of this has anything to do with me.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit stage left?
Oh god, I feel like this is some death flag for him. Oh no,
Please
buddy.
respect the laws of Fontaine. This has always been the rule.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle.
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the charges. We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale
Oh,
to render
no.
the final verdict on the
Oh
charges.
no, don't tell me it's gonna say guilty for whatever reason.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse
Oh,
Cardinale,
no.
Mr. Tartaglia is guilty.
I'm shocked too, bro. Like, what is he guilty of?
Hey, hey! That's not funny. Didn't you just say I'm supposed
It's
to
an
be innocent?
awe.
What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
Sure, maybe it always just goes straight to guilty.
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case, right?
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal is, by law, the final verdict of the court.
Come on,
We
Judge,
must
you can't do
accept
that.
The guilty verdict. Guards, please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
Oh no, he's gonna definitely fight back. Oh shit!
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine.
Okay, buddy.
What a joke.
Let's go. Pop off.
You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
Oh, he's quick with it. He did the flash step. Oh, he's beating ass. He's pissed. Oh shit. Oh, he's angry. What the f is this?
He's activating his Foul Legacy!
Oh, this is the Foul Legacy mode. Oh shit! He sat his ass down!
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
Okay. Oh, she got a little lick gun on him. Oh snap. Bro, he's quick-witted too. Sit down. Well, shit.
Monsieur Novelette, what's going on? Shouldn't they have been cleared already?
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
Why are you looking at me?
Guilty.
I had nothing to do with it!
Whoa, don't be feisty.
I don't know what happened there either. Hey, stop staring at me!
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
She's upset.
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible. Didn't she create the Oratrice herself?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this really be called justice?
Oh no, she's getting humiliated again. Oh snap.
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court? Did you really believe that the judgment could be mistaken or be the result of some sort of random mishap? Don't tell me. You thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
However, given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation. Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate performance.
Damn, she's really saying she did that on purpose to cause a
There is
scene.
script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning. If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence. Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely unforgivable.
Unforgivable.
All shall be revealed in time. You will
Technically,
come
yeah.
to understand my noble intentions, as well as the absolute correctness of the
I don't
Oratrice's
know.
verdict.
She's gotta get her shit together and figure this one out.
Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in suspense, it is now time for this performance to end. As the lead actress, I shall be the first to
Not
take
the
my
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
So she chose to make her escape after all,
Of
did
course,
she?
she's a bitch. Always running.
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
No.
She probably just put on that performance to save face.
She
As for
has
the
no
truth,
clue.
it's unlikely that she actually has any idea. However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity.
W character.
Just as I promised.
Best
If the
character
judgment
in
has been
Fontaine so
incorrect,
far.
We will do our utmost to clear his name.
After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff.
You'd have no need to
So
go to
he
prison.
should be known to go to prison
You
someday,
gotta go to
right?
prison, bro. Poor Tartaglia. Oh my god, he's so handsome. He's so tall, too. Oh my goodness. I can't wait till he's playable.
Monsieur Neuvillette, that power you showed when you took him down.
I just love his design. Bro, he's literally the Hydro Archon. Look, he literally lights up, too. Oh my goodness.
I'm the Chief Justice of Fontaine, of course. If
Just a
officers
simple
of
old
the law
judge.
lack the
A
strength
feeble
and
judge, right,
capability
at
to
that.
enforce it, then it makes a mockery of justice.
Ah! Bro, they just float his hair. Ah, okay, I gotta go. Should have taken some pictures. Soon enough, soon enough.
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him! Traveler! Hey! Traveler!
Go f yourself, bro. Anything I do is for love, head ass.
Stop resisting arrest! I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run
Ah!
away. Please, please.
He just couldn't wait to see
one
me.
small thing.
Go on.
Bro, you can't tell me he's not the best character in this f***ing story. He's so balanced, as all things should be.
Thank you. Where did you first hear the name Vache? I erased all records of that name. So, unless...
Give it up. You've already been convicted.
Really? You did? You're sure? The Fountain of Lucine? Then she's been so close to me all along. Just let the Traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time.
This request, is it worth as much to you as your life?
Of course! Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
That's actually kind of cute. I can't lie.
Will they betray the instinct to live just to satisfy spiritual needs?
He's so intrigued.
Very well. I will grant your request.
Love him!
I will go with him. You do not need to worry
He's
about
going with
any
us to the
escape.
fountain.
I shall leave him in your most capable hands, Chief
Most
Justice.
capable indeed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bro, so balanced. I'm team judge all day, every day. Doesn't matter. He's so caring and kind, like, on no matter what. And he's on no one's side but, like, f***ing... I don't f***ing know. On his side, whatever his
You
side would
said
be.
she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Vache.
Oh shit.
Ah!
Yes, that's it. So you heard it too.
Vinier, it's me! It's me, Vache!
Vache? Vache.
I'm here! I'm here! Where are you, Vinier? I'm coming for you. I'm finally here for you.
Hey, wait! Be careful! Hey, wait!
Vinier, is that you? It's me, Vache! Vinier!
Vache. Why did you come? Didn't I say? You don't need to look for me. You look a lot older than I remember.
Oh god, not the old card.
How long has it been?
It's been more than 20 years. I've suffered for over 20 years since the day you left. All this time, only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to tell you all of my feelings like this? Vinier, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
But Vache, if you ask me, this world would be better off without you.
What are you saying?
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day.
Dude! He murdered women just to get told that he ain't shit? Oh no!
If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love
Bro.
of the arts, and my works would have been displayed in the Palais Mermonia itself. If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care
Oh my
of my mother.
god.
And she would not have grown old and died alone, with nothing but the
Bro.
tears on her cheeks.
Men ain't shit, moral of the story. You heard it from her first.
It's all because of your selfishness, Vache.
Oh shit.
It's all because of you.
Oh my god, not the gaslighting.
You... Wait, you are not Vinier. Who are you?
You're right. I am not Vinier. I am the sacrifices.
Oh shit. This is getting deeper and deeper.
Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our consciousnesses flowed back to the primordial sea.
Bruh.
Our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea, and we were no longer individuals. But we became one, just as streams of water come together in the sea. I'm Cressy. I'm Lemony. I'm Azine. The only one I am not is Vinier.
Oh shit.
Why? But then...
Yeah, where is she?
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding you. This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said time and time again that you'd do any and everything for her. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? If she would despise you for what you became?
You're what?
You are a liar, a heartless murderer,
Kinda cooking.
a cowardly narcissist.
Yeah, hide your face more.
The only thing you are not is Vinier's beloved. From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vinier's, she has had nothing but pure hatred for you.
Oops. You got conned.
Yeah, she can't hate me. Let me see her, please. Have mercy.
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vinier. She really doesn't want to see you anymore. But on top of that, she also said that because it's her final drop of pity for you. She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you.
Oh shit.
Vache. Vache? Vache. 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 Drown.
No way. No way this f***ing fountain just kills him. What? The f***ing fountain killed him!
This is where my father's grave is. To be perfectly honest, even I haven't been back here for a long time.
Huh? There's someone there already.
Hmm?
Isn't that Dervalette? Why would the Chief Justice be here?
Are you kidding me?
Navia?
I literally didn't think his character could get any freaking better. Apologize! And mean it, you freaking brat!
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respects.
Don't say that.
Sorry about that.
Why are you apologizing, bro?
Oh, I was trying to say there's no need for you to apologize. I wanted to show
You
my
should
father how much
apologize.
I will stop apologizing for now.
He's so accommodating.
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and over in my head. Just what is justice anyway? There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself, which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel. I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival. But Mr. Callus proved me utterly and decisively wrong. If not for his sacrifice, the serial disappearances case would have remained unsolved to this day. Mr. Callus made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and for many people completely unrelated to him. And in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all.
That's so sad.
For the sake of justice. A justice that's higher than life itself. So, you asked me why I came here.
He sounds so emotional. I'm gonna cry.
I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callus in person. I should have noticed all of this much sooner. This regret has filled me with a sadness that has haunted me for days.
That's why he's been crying. No, that's so depressing, though.
That high and mighty chair in the opera.
And she snapped at him for no reason. Don't forget it.
Thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before.
That's right. Bro, I can't.
Oh, it's you two. Did Miss Navia invite you to come pay your respects to her father? Then is there something that I can help you with?
Have your freaking banner up already?
Very well. It was my honor to provide you with what answers I could. I very much enjoyed conversing with you.
I enjoyed conversing with you.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so justice must work around the clock
What a
as
hard
well.
worker.
This is merely the nature of a justice's work.
Alright. You've got a point. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
Because of me. Damn. That was so freaking good. That was such a phenomenal quest. The judge, best character, best person here so far. Can't tell me otherwise. That was a really, 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 really good quest.